Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I want to talk about how to not get mixed manifestations and get your manifestations in alignment. If you're interested in a video like that, please keep watching. So hey guys, I just wanted to do a video real quick because I wanted to do this video that I feel like is so important when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to achieving your goals, when it comes to stepping into that better version of yourself, whatever you want to call it, they're all the same. But how to be in alignment with that, be in alignment with your manifestation where it comes out feeling good, when it unfolds in a beautiful, incredible way. Because sometimes we can want something for our life, manifest something for our life, and when we get it, it's like it's my one of my mentors, she called it something like pepper in your pie or she said something along those lines, but it's like a mixed manifestation. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it's in alignment. So in this video, I want to dive into manifesting from an aligned place where it unfolds and it feels incredible. It is exciting, it is playful, and it is easy. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. So if you do not know who I am, my name is Amber Turner, and I am the author and creator of the brand Manifesting Made Basic. So I like things to be simple and basic. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this video is how can we see and make it really simple and basic. So girlfriend, I made a chart. I just put this together because I feel like I personally, I love seeing things visually and it makes things easier for me to digest and consume. And so that's kind of how my brand is. Like my book, Manifesting Made Basic, is I have 3 systematic steps to manifesting and how to make it easy, simple, and basic. Um, so yeah, that's what my book is about. It's a short book, short read, because honestly, I don't like reading long books. I like stories, but for the most part, I need to get to the thing. I don't want to spend a lot of time beating around the bush. I want to get the thing. And for me, when I wrote Manifesting Made Basic, like I said in the book, I want you to start living your best life like today. Today. Like I share some stories in there and I hope that it's exciting and a good read, but for the most part, I want you to get out what you need and start implementing and building that confidence and faith in yourself. Because this is what it all boils down to. It's yourself. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and I'm going to share um the thing I made. Here it is. So here it is. It's the journey of rebirth, basic aligned manifestation. So I wanted to share this because this is what I call everything is part of your psyche. Okay. Everything is part of your psyche. And so, one of the things, so I can talk a lot about this chart because there's so many different ways or things that I can reference in this chart. But right now in this video, I want to talk about aligned manifestation and how to have it unfold. I still have the Canva file name, but you get what I'm saying. The how to get an aligned manifestation that feels good, that it's exciting, that um is in alignment. Okay. So I want to start here because these little children here, this is your inner child. Now, I want to say this. I used to think, because I would hear people talk about your inner child, And I was like, yeah, baloney, whatever. Like, okay. But I went through my own journey and I realized that I had abandoned my inner child. And that's why didn't really resonate with this whole talk about inner child because I had completely abandoned my inner child. Something happened to me, um, and I abandoned it. Yeah, I abandoned my inner child. And what I've found over the years is that many of us, and this is why as we become adults and stuff like that, and we're missing that play, that excitement, that real fun stuff is because we do abandon our inner child. For whatever reason. But that's where it starts. So I had been in my life, there was something that I was contending with, and I wasn't sure if I should go down this path because I was wishy washy about it. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I asked myself, well, if what would make this thing feel exciting? And so I started playing around with the idea and like what and asking myself like what would make it feel like play? What would make it feel exciting? And I started playing around and I these answers came to me. If I charged this much for it, it would feel kind of exciting. If I did it in this way, it would feel like play. And this is where I was like, oh, it wasn't so much that I didn't want to do the thing or I didn't want it to manifest in my life. I just had to get in touch with my inner child to really get in alignment with the thing because I kept going back and forth and being wishy-washy on whether or not I wanted it and I wanted it in my life because I I was using my head, my logical mind versus my inner child. And so that's where basic aligned manifestation comes into play. It's like we've abandoned our inner child, but we often, when it comes to goals, when it comes to what we want to see in our life and things like that, we're using our logical mind versus our inner child. We start up here with the father and not down here with the inner child. Joy, play, and excitement. Okay. So that's what's going to make it fun. It's going to make it in alignment because we start here with the inner child. What feels exciting to you? Okay, what would feel like play? What would be joyful and blissful and have you in pleasure? We start here. We ask ourselves these questions. We have the curiosity of a child. We ask ourselves these questions like what feels exciting? What feels fun? What feels light? What feels easy? These kind of things. But often, with our manifestations, the things we want, our goals, and the things, our achievements, we start here, up here. And that's where we start getting in the how. And we're like, well, I don't know. It's going to be hard. And we start getting in our head because we are in our head. Okay. And we start doubting and we have this wishy-washy, confused energy around the thing. So this is what I found helps me stay in alignment and have the manifestation unfold in a beautiful, fun, pleasurable way is to start with the inner child. What feels exciting? Okay. As we ask ourselves these questions and we have the curiosity of a child and we're curious, we then get more clear on like what's exciting, what feels good, what's joyful and blissful. We then move up to the mother, right? The mother. And the mother is there to see and hear that inner child, nurture that um, thing that wants to come forth, right? The manifestation that wants to come forth. The mother hears and opens her heart to the child and is present with the child and that manifestation, that desire. Okay. So we open our heart to this desire. We nurture it. We see it. We hear the inner child on what the inner child desires and wants, what feels exciting. Okay. So the mother is there to nurture this desire. And as we move up, I'm not sure if you can see this arrow. And I don't know what this is called, but it's like the, you know, how the serpent goes up the spine. As we move up, we open our heart to this desire. We meet the Father, the awareness and the knowing, right? Um, knows all and is all. We declare and command that for our life, right? We declare and command that exciting, blissful desire manifestation for our life. And then we take that desire and what is it I wanted to say? I might need to look at my phone for my notes because I want to say we make love to this thing, but pretty much, right? We play like the mother and the father come into union with this desire, right? They come into union and in harmony with this desire. And we can do this in many ways. I've been utilizing breath work and prayer, meditation, playing, um, cultivating this desire within this union of the mother and father. And it's like just being in pleasure with this desire, holding this desire. Um, um, we do this like dance between the father and the mother in love with this desire to see it into fruition. Okay. And in this union between the father and the mother opens her heart, opens herself up to this desire. The consciousness impregnates the subconscious with this desire. Okay. And as the mother is impregnated, the father and with the seed, right? With the seed of this desire. What's birth is the manifestation, or we can say you are reborn with a new inner child. So it's this dance up here and it goes back down. It's an endless cycle of your rebirth. And this is like in they talk about with Neville Goddard, like the killing of the old man. Um, and then you're born again. Your inner child is born again, and you are born again with this new manifestation, this new transformation, this new person. You're born again. And as we level up, go to different levels within ourselves, we just keep dying and being born again. We die and be born again. We are transformed. But when it comes to basic aligned manifestation, I feel like it's super important to start with the inner child. Hear and see your inner child. Stop abandoning those desires and yourself, because that's what you're doing. And listen, see what feels exciting to you, right? And that is going to be in alignment. And we just keep dying and being rebirthed and keep this cycle and going to a whole nother level. You are born again. This is what they talk about in a lot of religions, is this rebirth, the resurrection, is the cycle of being born again. I keep saying the same thing over and over, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. But what happens often is that, one, like I said, we often have abandoned our inner child. We don't um, see, hear our inner child, right? We don't nurture that inner child. We, yeah. And we often start with our goals and what we want logically. And so when we get the thing, we're like, why doesn't this feel good? Why isn't this what I thought it would be? It's because that inner child needs to be heard and seen and nurtured. And we start there and we do this beautiful love making to this desire through the father and the mother. The mother's heart is open to this desire. The father, the awareness declares and penetrates the desire, right? This is where I was going to continue my Manifest It Like a Woman series on the family. This is where the family comes in, the father, the mother, and the child. And we do this cycle of rebirth, dying to the old man and being born anew. So I wanted to share that real quick. I want to make sure I get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I like to make manifesting and spiritual concepts really basic and simple, easy to understand. And yeah, so I like to do little charts like this, visual representations like this that I feel like makes it easy when you can see the father, the mother, and the inner child, and you can see the journey of rebirth and how manifesting works. And so anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.